So this is exciting stuff. 4,000 Holes is visiting classic football shirts in Hyde. And we've been allowed in through the high levels of security. We haven't got a parking space, so we're blocking in loads and loads of people in the car park. So if this podcast ends suddenly, it's because we've been thrown out by security. But I've got 2 employees of classic football shirts with me, and I'm going to ask them to introduce themselves.
Hi, I'm Jess. I do a lot of the content creation and social media at Classic Football Shirts. And I've been here for 6 years, so yeah, I can give you a good tour around the building.
Hello, I'm Louis. I'm a products administrator here at Classic Football Shirts. I list the shirts, value the shirts, price the shirts, so don't have a go at me. I try and make all the Rovers shirts as reasonable as possible. I've worked here for almost 2 years now. Yeah, that's gone quickly. I will be supporting Jess on the tour, be giving the football knowledge as Jess knows the building much better than I do.
Fantastic, looking forward to it. Let's, shall we go?
Perfect, yeah, let's go.
I'm here too as well.
Oh yeah, I forgot about you.
Long-time admirer of Classic Football Shirts and customer.
Very good. That's what we like to hear.
Yes, this is my department. This is the product department. This is where we list the majority of the shirts with about 20 members of staff. Put on the website roughly about 1,000 to 1,500 shirts a day. And that ranges from sort of classic shirts, from more match-worn shirts, which is in the corner over there, which is like the really cool stuff. You know, when you see Haaland's big dirt streaks all over the back of his shirt, when they've been ripped to shreds. But yeah, this is where the sort of a lot of the action happens down here when we're pricing them up, listing them, conditioning them.
So how do these guys price? That's always one of the things that intrigues me.
So we've got like price ranges usually, and it honestly depends with the era of the shirt, with the rarity of the shirt. You know, you could have ones from like the early 2000s, which like the early Man United shirts, which are mass produced because they're the most successful during the most successful era, going for 150, 200 a pop.
So these guys will be building up knowledge of what sells, what's rare, and I suppose it's like buying and selling a car, isn't it? You start off with how much did I pay for this? What's my minimum margin, and then what might the market sustain?
And you can always come down, as people say.
Definitely.
Yeah, so just wondering how quickly a shirt that comes in on a wagon can be on the website.
It will, once out of line, they have to go through like the various stages, so it's like going through the buying team or then the sorting team to the warehouse, and then when they finally come to us, once we've listed them, they can go on the website like as quickly as the next morning.
So they've already gone through quality control by this point.
So
Checking for fake, that's such a big part of it as well, obviously. Obviously only sell the real deals. So but especially when we sell obviously brand new buying products as well, not only the classics. So so we've got a delivery, they can sort them in the warehouse. Just obviously it's one product, we might have like 1,000 shirts.
I'm not sure I could work somewhere and be so easily distracted.
I've had to beat it out myself.
You'll be amazed by the sorting area. That's where obviously all the shirts come into, all the used shirts, and they get sorted. It's like a jump ball sale, but in the best way.
It's marvellous.
So we are in the washroom, which basically is the place where every single used shirt gets washed, laundered, steamed. We also do some like basic repairs in here as well. Sometimes some shirts from certain areas have like the collar can sometimes come like a bit loose, like the stitching and that kind of thing. And if you think it's worth like fixing it to make sure it's the best condition, the best price for it, then that happens in here as well.
So do you repair in-house or do you outsource?
We repair in-house. We don't do too much of it, do we? Usually we just have like the odd one person doing it. And it's not for every shirt. Like if it's quite like a basic shirt you get loads of that's pretty old, maybe the print's like super cracked. Is it worth it? But say if you get like a really good shirt and there might have had a bit of wear and tear to it, then we always try and restore it.
There's some accounts on Twitter, aren't there? About football shirt sort of restoration. And when they do the before and after, I think, wow, that's brilliant. That's sort of truly a labour of love that you need to bring it right back.
Well, I thought about maybe I should do that because it's sort of to my job. But then I thought how precious a football shirt is for you to send it off to be repaired. Is it worth the £20-30 you're going to charge if you get it wrong? Like some of these shirts are priceless, aren't they? You can't replace them. So
I suppose it's like restoring any work of art, isn't it? You would only hand it over to somebody that you absolutely trust, who's got massive public liability.
Obviously, it's one of those things where unless you go somewhere, you think, well, of course they get washed. Like, why would
I'd never even thought of that. It's such a basic, of course. It might come in reeking of BO or whatever.
Stock is stored. All this stuff down here though is actually listed. all the upstairs floor is where all the shirts are kept for orders, but this is kind of like an extension of probably the washroom where they grab them, and after they've been over from sorting, they're kind of stored here until they get picked up by the listers.
Yeah, so that's part of our job will be to grab like shirts off these rails that our senior product administrators and product managers will differentiate into different batches. For example, got some impressed ones here. Got some tracksuits, some slightly more intermediate shirts. It's all sorts of. It's endless. The shirts knocking about in this part, and this is where like I will come in, and guys from the team will come and grab a load, and then start going right. What's worth what?
So this is your in tray, basically.
Yeah, basically.
Wow.
Yeah, and it
You're slacking.
go on as far as I can see. Really, it's quite mad.
We really have everything. Like, we used to have a huge boot section. We ended up selling a lot of it, but these all, like, you get shirts in special presentation boxes. We just have a random load of them here.
So not everything obviously in here is listed on the website, because you wouldn't be able to.
Well, the goal is eventually, but obviously the backlog
it just keeps getting longer and longer.
And you might almost save a backlog for, say, like Euros coming up, or the World Cup, or a certain event in football.
So
I guess that
start of the season, festivals.
Sure.
Christmas coming up.
Our Christmas jumper range, that'll be coming
soon for you to sort.
Exactly.
They are fantastic.
We're desperate for a Blackburn Rovers Christmas jumper, aren't we? I can understand why classic football shirts do, obviously, the bigger teams and stuff like that. But I think you do. There's some random. Do you do like a Bolton one?
Yeah,
we're thinking, well, if they do a Bolton one, then there's surely a. Although
how many pre-orders will we have to get? I think is the key question.
I was disappointed on the website to see we're under like other.
It's like Premier League.
International, other. Like, no.
I bought your England 1998 away one. Christmas sweater, the burgundy red one with
Crimbo instead of
umbrella, and 3 dancing reindeer, which I thought that was absolutely. So as soon as I saw that, the credit card was out.
It's quite surprising how well like some of the niche teams do. Like, obviously, it might depend on how much stock we order. Like, I think one of the most popular ones is like a Fiorentina Batistuta one, which obviously. You don't have to be a Fiorentina fan to want that, but we had like a Derby County one that just sold out instantly because it just taps into that niche, small
John
fan
Eustace.
base.
Buying a job for his family for Christmas. Have you got the Fiorentina away kit, the Lotto one, the controversial one, or do you not sell that one?
The swastika one.
It will be up in the archive, I'm sure.
Yeah.
However,
I think they recalled them, didn't they?
Well, I went up into our New York store earlier this year, and they have all for sale.
Oh right.
So
I think they did. I think they did reprint them though, didn't they? I think they did reprint them as without the swastika.
They changed the design, but there are a finite number in circulation. It is one of those that every now and then does the round.
It's mental. It was just on the rail, and I thought.
Does the New York shop do well? I mean, obviously you've got a little thing in LA as well, and so the American market is
and Miami. It's our fastest growing market. I think they're just so invested in soccer, as they call it.
I suppose World Cup next year
coming up. It's our biggest focus now, just to take over the US.
Because obviously, I watch a lot of American sport as well. So you had some American football jerseys, so they're willing to spend $100 a shirt, whereas I still think in this country, even a retro shirt, perhaps 60 quid is your top line sort of. Obviously, the new Liverpool shirt was it 150 on the website?
Yeah, I think you'd be surprised though. I thought that when I first joined, but then again, you see things flying off the website. I think the classic football shirt market is generally surprises you so much. When you start, say, looking at on our through the website and through sort of our systems online, going, oh my god, I can't believe how much is just going. There'll be something that I've got my eye on, and then go to check the next day or when I get paid, and it's like, oh, great, that's gone.
I've seen a lot of Barcelona shirts, a lot of Bayern Munich shirts, a lot of Real Madrid shirts. Is it typically the bigger teams that you have the most of?
I remember when I first joined in this sort of area, it looked massively different. We have cages just over there, and it'd be like British teams, like international teams, and like separated differently. But then they'd just be like
Man United.
Manchester United, Bayern Munich, Real Madrid, Barcelona, and then like Northwest teams.
Shoebox in the corner.
Yeah.
Blackburn Rovers. So when you buy one and it comes in, and then you sort of say, hang on a minute, this is a bit dodgy. Do the fakes come in, shall we say, wholesale, or is it individual punters chancing their arm, hoping that you'll pay over the odds?
It depends really. Sometimes it can come in. Like on the system when we're listing them, you can see like who you bought it off, through the data and through the sources on Excel. But it depends really. Sometimes it will be like wholesalers, and it'll just like the odd one may fall through.
You might buy 100 and there's one fake.
But there has been times where it's been like, oh, this person's name keeps cropping up again, and you just
so you get a blacklist.
Yeah, and you flag it through the company with that, right? This person.
Obviously, classic football shirts are the leader in the market, but they've almost created a market as well in terms of. I know from my own personal experience when I started at university, like 2005, I used to get shirts off eBay, and I could get them for about a tenner, and probably I'd put a maximum bid 10-15 quid. Now you go on eBay and every shirt's 40 quid or 50 quid, and I think that market of getting the cheap, there's YouTubers or there's influencers going around charity shops and look what I found at a car boot sale, look what I found. So it must be getting harder and harder to source the shirts, but also the fact that you're the leader must mean people bring shirts to you as well. So it's kind of must be a bit of a double-edged sword.
Definitely, I think because we were obviously probably one of the first companies to do it. Like we were founded in 2006, which is obviously like 20 years ago next year. Obviously having that authority and that voice, I think a lot of people come to us because they want to make sure they've got the real deal, they've got the real shirt.
And people would want to sell to you, like if you got a classic car, you want it to go to a top auction house, or you want it rather than go on Auto Trader. Perhaps there is a bit of prestige sell. We were joking on the way over about you've got a collection of shirts, and you're like, you'd love the fact that they've gone to classic football shirts and they'll go to a proper collective.
What's your guys' favourite shirt from this year? Is there one that stands out to you that you've seen? Not Rovers aside.
That's a good question.
I already say that.
Mine's the Port Vale one, the retro style Port Vale one. It's elegant simplicity. I think it's really good.
I like that one. Yeah.
Although I'm a big fan of the Forest Away one.
For me though,
that cream one.
I like the Lionesses shirt. The blue and the red.
Yeah, based on the Admiral one.
The Admiral one. Admiral one. I think if I had to buy one. Rovers, of course, have got their 150th this year. So we're bringing out a new kit 150th.
Like the anniversary.
Just for a one-off game.
Nice.
Which I think is going to be a darker. Well,
we shall see. I'm speculating.
I don't know, but I think it's going to be a darker blue with a Maltese cross on. So I was thinking in terms of if you see something in the shop in one of the Manchester or London stores and it's not online, that's because they're two separate entities?
Yeah, definitely. We kind of cherry pick the products that come through that get listed. We have one guy, James, who is in charge of like the product and the retail side, and he'll pick certain shirts that we want to put in the store. So in London, you're going to get a bit more Arsenal, Chelsea, Spurs. In Manchester, you've got the City and the United section, which takes up sort of like a quarter of the store.
Do they put requests into you guys then for shirts that they're running, that they know are popular and they're running out of stock?
So they can all see it online. So James will sort of think, okay, it might be running low. They might make a suggestion and say, look, we've absolutely sold out of this United shirt. Can you get more of them in? Try to keep a good range as well, whether that's classics. We have like a little under £40 section, kids kits, legend prints. Sometimes if there's so we've got Napoli versus City coming up, we'll have an entire Napoli section in the store for the away fans that will come in, and we've got a bar down in our Manchester shop as well, so they'll sit all in there.
The London one as well.
And in London,
I found out recently.
We're upstairs in the dispatch area, and what I'm getting vibes of here is Indiana Jones.
Oh my God!
It's kind of like or Amazon warehouse. I mean, I'm expecting a robot to come down, so they go down there.
And the Ark of the Covenant.
That's just off to the left.
There's a choir on standby ready to go.
But the team are busy up here picking all the shirts. Each one has a location. Just match it up to the order, and then take it down to the dispatch area. Get sent out.
But be careful, you can very easily get lost up here.
Oh, blue and white. Oh, Espanol.
No,
Tyree Stolton.
As you can see,
I think he's doing okay.
Already running out of space. We've only been here a few years, and they're building new.
I could actually do with some of these shells.
They're very industrial, aren't they? We used to have before this. It probably wasn't as efficient in terms of space, but all the classic shirts used to be just like on rails, kind of like this, but imagine like big bars going across.
Yeah.
So it's amazing like content.
Oh, wow.
You just go in and like all the shirts from the rails. Not as exciting now in a cardboard box, but we can dispatch the orders quicker. So.